Welcome back to another Honkai Impact 3 video. It's your homie Cody GT, and today, my boys, what we're gonna do is go over a lot of things that have come to the global version as of today. So unfortunately, I will not be doing a gameplay video like I've been promising you guys, just because there's too much that we have to go over as far as updates. So I do apologize because the video would run too long if I went ahead and did a gameplay after the update. So what I'll do is hopefully tomorrow and the following day will be gameplay videos, barring any more updates or things like that to come. So gameplay videos and showcasing will be coming. Just these updates keep coming in, and so it would just make the video too long. But anyways, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and go straight into the updates. So what we have is we have a new focus supply target coming to the global side of the version. And so basically what is coming is the terrorist, and we have the energy leaper are the two weapons that are going to be coming to the global side, and as well as the Callan Pledge Stigmata set. And then you can see them at the top here. So the target for focus supply has been confirmed. Terrorist, part of the God's Weapon series produced by the Shickles. Yeah, it goes ahead and gives you the information, backstory, and everything like that, like they usually do. During the event period, the other 4-star weapons, Void Blade, 5th Sacred Relic, and Blood Dance, as well as the 4-star Stigmata Plank and Schrodinger and Isaac Newton will be added to the focus supply. Terrorist and the Energy Leaper will be alternatively featuring up drop rates. Captains can check the following. So here you go, you can see the dates for the up rates like they always do, and then you can see the Stigmatas always have an up rate on them throughout the entire time period. And then you can see there the two weapons. So what we're going to go over as well are who are the weapons applicable to, and if you should spend crystals on this banner. And that's what I like to do for you guys, give you a little more insight, a little more information on whether or not you should spend crystals, and whether or not you should go for these weapons as stigmatas, and then just give you a little more information on who the weapons and the stigmatas are good for. So if you enjoy the content today and you find it informative and like what you see, go ahead and drop a like. It is greatly appreciated. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy what you're seeing, go ahead and subscribe for more content like this. But anyways, getting into it, so we have, like I mentioned, the two weapons. You have the Energy Leaper and the Terrorist, but you also have the Blood Dance, the Greatsword, which is a fantastic weapon. Also, Sakura Blossom is in this manner as well, which is really great. If you don't have that and you weren't able to pull Sakura Blossom or Blood Dance, you can go ahead and get that, as well as the 5th Sacred Relic. You could also go for that, as well as the 2nd Sacred Relic Dual Pistol. You could also go for that as well. And then you can see the different 4-star Stigmata sets, the Kitty Experiment, like I mentioned, Laws of Force, the Isaac Newton, also the Matus of Quanta set. You could also go for those as well. They're in the banner. Also, like I mentioned, Void Blade is in there. You could go ahead and see the percentage to be able to pull them. Not too great, but it is a chance. And then you can see the percentage to be able to pull the featured weapons and the featured stigmatas. Like I mentioned, and what I'll say is you'll always have a better chance to pull the stigmatas just because their drop rate is higher at a 7.44% than your 4-star weapon, which is only a 4.96%. So always keep that in mind when you're going for a specific weapon or stigmata. Just always keep these drop rates in mind, because they're going to go ahead and determine what you'll be able to pull more of as far as that goes. So that's just a quick overview of the weapons and the stigmatas that are going to be coming in this focus supply. So let's quickly go over who the weapons are applicable for. So starting with the cannon, I believe it was called Terrorist, if I'm not mistaken. If we start with that weapon, we go overhead to Valkyries. It's going to be tailor-made for Dimensional Break. Now, I will say that this weapon is a fantastic weapon, actually. It makes is that it? Let me see. Trying to see if this one is it. Let me go ahead and check really quickly, my boys. Gonna go ahead. Come on, did we click on it? Click on it. So this weapon is the recommended weapon, but the Terrorist is the weapon that you would want to go ahead and pull it on Dimensional Break, only because that weapon makes Dimensional Break much better Valkyrie. And it's going to make Dimensional Break be able to clears such stages like Abyss very easily, and makes her very viable on that type of level. So that is a weapon you'd want to go ahead and put on Dimensional Break as far as the tier risk goes. Now, of course, if you don't have Dimensional Break, you could go ahead and put it on just about any Bronya you do have. For example, like Yamabuki Armor, if you have her, you could go ahead and equip it to Yamabuki Armor, and it would do just as well. But like I mentioned, it is probably more viable on Dimensional Break just because of her usage that you get out of her as far as value. And you can see this Quantum Destroyer is actually for like everybody. Everybody, all the Bronyas. Let me see if I can find the actual Bronya that it is for. No, it's the Quantum Destroyer for all of them. Maybe it's Snowy. No, Snowy Sniper was the 5th Sacred Relic, which is in this banner as well. So if you have Snowy Sniper, the 5th Sacred Relic is actually a fantastic weapon for her. And you'd want to get that for. But yeah, like I mentioned, so you can see that in the information, as far as recommended weapon, that weapon isn't in there for any one of the Bronyas. But like I said before, you'd want to go ahead, if you pulled that weapon, go ahead and put on Dimensional Break. It makes running through Abyss so much easier with her, as far as that weapon goes, just because it's usability with Dimensional Break. So that's how I would put it on if you have Dimensional Break and you pulled that weapon. So, but if you don't have Dimensional Break, you could go ahead and equip it to any Bronya, and it will be a fantastic weapon to use. It's just a good weapon overall, and so it's something that I would, if you pulled it, it would be fantastic for you. Okay, now speaking about the Energy Leaper, I believe it was called, that's specifically going to be for Moonbeam. That weapon doesn't really apply to any other Valkyrie, to be quite honest with you. And if you go over here, you can see it says Hyper Railgun, which you can go ahead and equip to Moonbeam, but you would really want to go ahead and put that Energy Leaper on there for her, because it's just applicable to her playstyle, and it works really well for Moonbeam on her gameplay and the way she is tailor-made. So that is the weapon you would want to go ahead and put on her, and not really any other Valkyrie, to be honest with you, my boys. It's just really only meant for Moonbeam, and that's really her weapon that you want to give her. Not necessarily Hyper Railgun, but this Energy Leaper. So you can see that this banner, this focus supply, is very Valkyrie specific. For example, that cannon is really specifically for Dimensional Break. Not really too useful for the other Bronyas, but like I said, you can put it on them. And then the Energy Leaper is really only for Moonbeam and not really any other Kiana, because it's just, it won't be as useful, and you will tap out its potential as far as what it can do on Night Moonbeam rather than any other Kiana. So if you don't have those two specific Valkyries, to be honest with you, my boys, this banner, this focus supply coming, you may want to save your crystals. Okay, and also talking about the Stigmata set. So if we go back to the information, if we talk about the Stigmata set, I'll be honest with you, it's not a good Stigmata set. It's not one you're going to want to go for. The only reason being is because there's a Stigmata set that is going to be coming later in game that is this Stigmata set, but much better, and it just completely replaces this one and makes this one kind of null and void. So there would be no point in getting this Stigmata set. And if you pulled on this focus supply, more likely than not, you're gonna get the Stigmatas than the weapon, unless you got extremely lucky. If you've seen any of my summoning videos, I pulled the full Stigmata set and didn't pull any of the weapons. So that is just kind of how the drop rates go. And then besides that, like I mentioned, those two weapons are just really specific for certain Valkyries, like Dimensional Break and Night Moonbeam. So if you're asking me if you should spend your crystals on this or save them, I would say only spend if you have those specific Valkyries. Really, if you only have Night Moonbeam, to be honest with you, because this is Night Moonbeams right here, that Energy Leaper, that's her weapon, and you want to have that weapon for her. Outside of that, if you don't have Night Moonbeam, for me, it's just a hard pass. It's a save your crystals, because there's some really good stuff that are going to be coming very soon. I would want you to save your crystals and not go spend them on this focus supply. It's just not worth it. For example, you've seen I have dimensional break, but this cannon is just not enough for me to spend my crystals on. Not to mention, I already went too deep on the last focus supply that was here. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and save, my boys. You're not gonna see any summoning videos from me, I promise, because I don't have Night Moonbeam. Now, if I did, I would go and try and get that energy lever, but I don't. The stigmata sets are not worth it, and that's what you'll probably be pulling anyways. So if you're gonna ask me, should I spend my crystals or should I save? Spend only if you have Night Moonbeam. If you don't, save your crystals. Even if you have dimensional break, save your crystals. I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think the set is worth it. Like, Void Blade is nice. I would love to have Void Blade. You know, the Fifth Sacred Relic for Snowy Sniper would have been nice. But, you know, other than that, I have Sakura Blossom, I have Blood Dance, I have most of those stigmata sets. So for me, this banner's not worth it. So my recommendation is a hard pass on that, my boys. Hard pass. So getting that out of the way, and if you're still with me, I appreciate it. We're gonna go ahead over to the supply, and if you go to top up, if you want to, you have in the bundles this pack right here for Valkyrie Blaze Strike. You can go ahead and get her outfit and the 30 fragments. If you don't have Valkyrie Blaze Strike, this will unlock her so you can have her. Or if you want to get her to S rank, you could possibly do that now if you're 30 fragments away. And you could also get her a nice little outfit. So I will be getting that, my boys, just for the outfit, because I already have Valkyrie Blaze Strike and I already have her at S rank. So, but it'll be nice to have some more fragments, and I would like that that outfit for her. All right, so going over to here, if you go ahead and click on that, we have this new little section to where you can go ahead and use those tokens to be able to purchase some things. But you can see right here we have an advanced weaponry currency. Now, I'm not entirely too sure how to get this one here. As you can see, I have 0, but that will, if you get 100, it's going to unlock this outfit for the Crimson Impulse, and it's actually a really cool looking outfit, so I do really want that, to be honest with you. But I'm not entirely too sure. From my understanding, I think it can be from here, if I'm not mistaken. My Japanese and SCA players can go ahead and comment below and let me know if I am correct or not. But I believe you get that token or that currency from this event right here that has just dropped, and it's going to be here for 6 days. And this is the event where it's open twice a day, so you can go ahead and do it twice a day, and it's going to tally your best scores, and in 48 hours give you your rewards and ranking on where you're at. And then if you go ahead and click into it, you can see your rewards, your first clear drop rates. Now, you know, obviously this right here is not the currency, because that other one was a little more gold. So I'm just not exactly sure where you get it. Maybe, you know, further down the road when they keep unlocking new parts of this, you might be able to get it as a first clear drop rate, as a weaponry currency. I'm not too sure. But then you can see on the side here, it says the requirements as far as what, you know, you would have to do to get a great score. And then it has your best record there as well as you can pick up some crystals also. So that is something that I advise you to go ahead and start grinding out. Make sure you do well. Like I said, make sure you're evading, getting combos, not getting interrupted, not getting hit, and you should be able to pose a high score there. And I'll probably go ahead and show some gameplay of that when I'm doing it, give you a little more insight on that as well. But that is all the information, my boys. That is the update. That is what's going on the global side of Honkai Impact 3. So if you found it informative, if you enjoyed what you saw, again, go ahead and drop a like. It is greatly appreciated. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw today, go ahead and subscribe for more content like this. We do updates, discussions, gameplay, summoning, theorizing. We do all that here, and it's a lot of fun. Go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you think about everything coming and is here. Let me know if you're going to summon. Let me know your grind. I love to interact with you guys. It's a lot of fun. I go ahead and comment back. Remember to hit the notification bell to stay notified every time I upload a video like this, and much more. But other than that, my boys, I'm going to get out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. And until next time, my boys, until next time, it's your homie Cody GT, and I'm out.